Okay, let's start it. Welcome to English Village. So I'm going to introduce you what you need to do and what you can do in the English Village now. So there are four parts. So where are the students come from, and also the activities in the English Village. And in part 3, I will give you more detail about English Village. And the last part will be in QA. So if you have a question, Maria, she's very awesome. She is the one who taught in the English Village last year. So if you do have any question, feel free to ask her. Thank you, Maria. Okay, so the students they come to English Village on every Friday. They are grade 5 and 6 students. So they all come from Yilan County. There are about 50 to 80 students, and students will be divided into 6 groups. Let's see the timetable. Okay, as I mentioned before, they are Team Papaya, Team Pomelo, Peach, Mango, Guava, and Grape. There are 6 teams. So let's see the timetable here. So each class will last 30 minutes. For example, Team Papaya at the first station, they will go to dance studio. And the second class, they will move to post office. But the teacher will remain at the same station. For example, if you are teacher at dance studio, you will stay here for the first class, and you also stay here for the second class. But you will face different students because students will take turn to come to your station. Okay. So I will give you more detail about the stations. There are 6 stations: restaurant, health center, shopping mall. You can also call it a supermarket, dance studio, bank, and post office. The last one is airplane. Okay. In the opening part, you will need to do 2 things. You need to make a PowerPoint and a video. These 2 things are introduce yourself and the rules that students have to follow in class. So this is the picture of the opening. Okay, as I mentioned before, you will make a video to introduce yourself and to introduce the rules. So after I finish the PowerPoint, Maria will play the video they make last year to you. Thanks again, Maria. Okay, so this is a PowerPoint to introduce yourself. So you can see this part is the teacher, they introduce themselves. And second one is about rules. Okay. When we make the rules, there is something I need to talk to you first. So when we use the rule, when we make the rule, we don't use the negative ways. For example, we don't say don't run. Instead of that, we say please walk. And secondly, we need to make the rule easier to help students to understand. For this one, for example, the 4 parts, instead we say listen to teacher's instruction. We can only say listen to the teacher. That will be easier for students to understand. Okay, at warm-up time, if you finish the PowerPoint and after you play the video, if we still have time, we will do the warm-up games. Basically, warm-up games can be considered icebreaker games. So at that time, you will help students to understand you more and to understand each other. Okay, more picture about warm-up game. So let's go to the station. Okay. So all the teaching materials on Google Drive, and I think Debbie will share that with you. Just for example, I only will mention about this health center, about the teaching material. So at the health center, students need to learn names of disease. For example, they need to say, I have a headache, or I have a sore throat, etc. Or they can say the sentence. For example, I am 150 centimeter tall and weighs 45 kilograms. This is for the example about what you can teach and how you can teach. Just use activity and games to help them to learn in the station. Okay, more about health center. Okay, airplane. I would say airplane is one of the most popular station for students. So they can walk into the cabin and practice to take on the airplane, the sentence and the word, the vocabulary they will use. I think it's pretty practical. They check in before they walk in the cabin. And we have luggage, so they can take their luggage, walk here and there. Okay, the third station is bank and post office. So normally we don't really have time to walk through the bank part, so we always use a post office in this station. So students, they will write a postcard, and after they finish the postcard, I will deliver it to get the postcard back to their school. Okay, then studio. I think this is the most active place for students, so we need to keep the rules because it is very important. We don't want the kids get hurt. And if you do need a homeroom teacher to help, we will also ask homeroom teacher to stay there. Okay, restaurant. So restaurant and dance studio, there are monitors there. So at the restaurant, you can make a PowerPoint to help students to learn more. Shopping mall. Okay, they can learn the fruits name like papaya, cucumber, etc. But the thing is, we don't want the student to throw things away. We just keep them safe, and after the class, make sure that student put the things back. They are very happy. They all have their own fruit. Okay, the last part is we will take a group photos in the end of the activity. Anyway, welcome to join us. So after I finish the PowerPoint, Maria will play the video to show you they made last year. And also, if you do have questions, feel free to ask Maria. Again, Maria, thank you. Thank you everyone, and welcome to join us.